Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make some hot chocolate spoons as well as hot chocolate sticks. For the hot chocolate spoons, you will need spoons. I have wooden spoons here. You can use plastic spoons, metal spoons, doesn't matter as long as they're spoons, you can use them. For the hot chocolate sticks, you will need some coffee stir sticks, popsicle sticks, again, doesn't matter, as well as a silicone ice cube mold. You can use regular hard ice cube molds, but the silicone ones is going to make it easier for you later on. And then you will also need a tray lined with parchment. That tray is tiny and I am aware of that. You will see later on I used something else as well. But you will also need, on top of everything, you need spoons, measuring spoons, measuring cups, as well as a spatula. First thing you will need are some chocolate or candy melts. Candy melts work a lot. It's easier to work with candy melt over chocolate. So if you can find chocolate candy melt, work with that. For the first type of chocolate spoon that we're going to make cinnamon. So I had crushed cinnamon there as well as ground cinnamon. And then for the second one, we are using hazelnut butter. I just want to note with hazelnut butter, since it is not solid at room temperature, the consistency of your chocolate will be different later. You just have to make sure that you work with your chocolate cold in the later stages to make it easier for you. And the final one that we're gonna do is chili flake hot chocolate, and those were just dried chili flakes that I had. To start this all off, for everything I was using half a cup for measurements, but you can change measurements however you wish. But for the chocolate, I just heated it up in the microwave. Obviously this is not the best way to do heat up chocolate, but just trying to make it as easy as possible. For the cinnamon, we are doing 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon powder, and we are just gonna mix it all up, you know. For all of them, it'll be very similar. The measurements will be slightly different for the flavorings. So, but yeah, the gist of everything is you're going to melt the chocolate, add your flavorings. For the chili, I added a tablespoon in the mix. I could have probably added more, but whatever, it's done. We're done with it. And then for the hazelnut butter, again, same thing. You're just gonna need chocolate, and I added 2 tablespoons of the hazelnut butter. And honestly, this tastes so good. You can also use Nutella or chocolate hazelnut spread as well, but I saw hazelnut butter in my bulk food store, so I bought it. And I actually, out of all the nuts, macadamia and hazelnuts are actually my favorite nuts. So yes. Also, I just want to mention that I am not a professional at this. I suck at working with chocolate. Like, I'm not the best at it, but this is really simple. Even I can do this. So yes, if I can do this, you can do this. But for the spoons, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna scoop up the mixture. I did let it cool off a little bit, so it's a little hard. It's not as liquidy, but yeah, you're just gonna spoon it on and put it on there. And once you've spooned it all out, you're going to just put it in the fridge to cool and harden. And yes. And then for the chocolate, for the molds, what you're just going to do, very simple, is you're going to put that mixture, that chocolate mixture, in the ice cube molds. I'm going to, you will see it in a little bit, but I just placed a dollop in there, and then I wiggled it up, and I also tapped it on the table. This just makes it easier. It makes it easier, but this just ensures that there are no air bubbles, well, not a lot of air bubbles in there. I also wiggled my coffee stir stick a little bit into the chocolate. Again, you guys will see that in a little bit. So yes, so here I am tapping with chocolate, and then you will see me add the sticks right about now. I was being extra when I was doing this. You can directly put the sticks in there and leave it like that, because a little later on we will be covering we will be doing another coat of chocolate on these, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, that's just how it, you know, it's just being a little extra today. It doesn't matter if you do it. If you're, well, I mean, if you're gonna do the second coating on these, definitely, you don't need to do it. But if you're, what? My sentence didn't make sense. Basically, just, you know, if you're gonna add a second coat, you don't have to cover the back part of the thing there. Okay, so this clip that you guys are watching, I was debating on whether or not to keep this clip, but I figure I might as well just show you guys this clip because I am a disaster when it comes to chocolate. And this sums up my chocolate experience. Yeah, for some reason, whenever I work with chocolate, I get it everywhere. Not just on the sheet or wherever. Sometimes I find chocolate in my hair. I'm like, how did chocolate get in my hair that I have up? But yeah, so I'm really messy with chocolate. Doesn't matter. You can always clean it up, you know? As you can see here, I was cleaning up with my fingers, and now I'm cleaning up with a wet paper towel. And yeah, once you have everything down, similar to the chocolate spoons, put it in the fridge to let it cool down until it's completely hardened. And once it's hardened, take it out of the mold, and we are gonna start decorating. Yeah, start decorating. So for this I'm using red candy melt. You can use, it doesn't matter what kind you use, but I thought for Valentine's Day coming up, this would be perfect, the red candy melt. But yeah, I decorated. I was trying to decorate these nicely, as nicely as I could, but honestly, I ran out of patience afterwards and just started doing random stuff. Essentially, what I'm doing here is I'm just doing a second coat of chocolate to make it look pretty. You know, this is also a great way to kind of like hide some imperfections a little bit. Yeah, so for the spoons, for a lot of the spoons, I just kind of made it simple. I just dipped it, and then for the cinnamon, I had just added, what's it called? The broken pieces of cinnamon stick on top for decoration. Just be careful. My dad tried to eat this and almost broke a tooth because cinnamon stick is not, I mean, it's edible, but it's not, you can't chew it and ground it up, but yeah, whatever. So I just covered it up and put the decorations on that. And then for the little flowers I was working on, I was actually working, it was the chili flavor. And what I did was I added melted white chocolate on top and a piece of dried chili flake. And then I just let it sit until it's completely hardened. It doesn't matter where you put it. Well, at least I don't think it matters where you put it. You just let it harden all the way. And then these are actually the hazelnut, and what I'm doing is, this was the point where I was just thinking like, oh my gosh, I'm done with decorating. So the white chocolate, I just streaked it all over the chocolate spoons as well as the sticks. Any of the spoons that it had like a huge chunk of chocolate, I tapped it down just to kind of not make it look so bulky. But who really can complain with more chocolate? So I just did it for presentation. I grabbed the white one, and I am now adding the red candy melt on top. Again, this is purely for decoration. You don't have to do this. I think it looks kind of cute, you know, just lines. And then to drink these, what you're going to do is grab your chocolate spoon or sticks, and you will put it in a cup and add extremely hot milk. And please make sure it's really hot milk, otherwise it's not going to melt. I mean, you can eat it, it doesn't matter, but for this to work, it needs to be really hot, and you are just going to stir it every so often, just to make sure that the good chocolate's completely melted, as you can see here. And once you've done that, that's it. You just drink it. And I hope you liked this video. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And yeah, and oh, also the recipe will be in the bottom bar info bar description. And yeah, Until next time, bye guys!